What was your first purchase for a custom ringtone?
Well, with the Kyocera, you can make your own ringtone.
So we gotta introduce the show.
Oh yeah, right. Hi.
You're watching Litigation from the Don't Judge Me podcast.
Hell yeah.
I am Nygel and he is Sir Nygel.
Yep.
And with Litigation, what we try to do is just talk about stuff that we don't cover on our podcast, which is, interestingly enough, named the Don't Judge Me podcast.
Hell yeah. So don't judge me. But I got a funny story to tell y'all today. So it was about the time I bought a Caprice from Cleveland, Ohio. So I found this website that sold police package Caprices because I was a juvenile in college and I wanted one because they had a better engine. I essentially told my girlfriend at the time, hey, I may not be reachable the next day or two. Mm-hmm. She said, why? I told her, hey, I'm about to buy a car. I'll let you know when I get back. Now, mind you, didn't tell nobody else. Now, this is back when Kyocera was on point, right?
The phones?
Yes.
Okay.
So, I then...
So there was no touchscreen. It was just...
No, it was custom keyboard, custom ringtones and keyboard all day. I think I even have it upstairs. I will show you guys next episode.
Can I insert a question?
Yeah.
Custom ringtone.
Oh, hell yeah.
What was your first purchase for a custom ringtone?
Well, with the Kyocera, you can make your own ringtone. In which case, I did tip drill.
That was on beats, right?
No, wait. It was the beginning part. It wasn't even like the song. Wait, let me see if I can find this train. So it was pretty much tip drill, and I actually had like an ex-girlfriend bump into me a long time afterwards, and she was like, you still got that motherfucking ring? It was the most... No, wait. Was it tip drill? Oh, no, it wasn't. It was pussy popping.
Oh.
Yeah.
On a handstand?
Yeah, pussy popping on a handstand. It was the very beginning. Let's see if I can find it. But pretty much it was just the beginning. It was right when the bass dropped.
Well, I don't remember the beginning, so I'm looking forward to it.
That was my ringtone. That was it.
You just recorded it?
Yo, yes. It was literally just that. And then it was like, it cut off.
Got it.
That was my ringtone for like 12 years, yo. It was actually way too long. I probably shouldn't have had it. But it was funny. Another story, sidebar. I was at like a Thanksgiving. We were doing prayer. I got a text message that went off. I was the center of the group. But anyway, so I go to Ohio. I get there. I catch a cab to the place I'm supposed to buy it. But dumb Nygel, I didn't mess with the guy.
Okay.
So I'm sitting outside of this place that's closed. And I'm like, well, here I am in Ohio with no way to get home.
Ohio's like, what, 8 miles out? I'm sorry, 8 hours out?
Yeah, it's far.
Yeah.
So at this point, I wait like 2 hours because I guess in my mind, I'm like, oh, he's going to show up eventually. So as I'm about to leave, he pulls up. And he's like, yo, who are you? Because, again, didn't really give him any clarity. And so then I pretty much was like, yo, I'm this guy. We were talking via email. I thought we made it clear that I was going to come today. And he's like, oh, well, let's take care of it. 3 hours later, we go through all the nuances, buy the car. Go to the MVA, get it switched to my name, sign everything over to me. We leave. Now, mind you, I also carrying about like $3,000 on me, on person. Like, not even like credit card. This is cash. This is like pre-credit card. Money. This is like pre-Venmo, pre-PayPal, pre-pay, what's the other one? A Cash App. This is all before that. This is like, you need cash or you need a fucking check. I wasn't gonna write a check because I can't spell. So I pretty much was like, all right. So I bought the junk, drive back. So I'm like, all right, we're supposed to go to like an up against the wall event where like Nas is supposed to be there or some shit, right? Like this is like throwback. This is like 2000, early 2000s. So I'm driving back. I'm cruising, chilling. There ain't no cigarette lighter in this fucking car. Okay. I don't have a car charger. I don't have any chargers. My phone's dead. No one knows where I am except for this girlfriend. She don't even know my parents at this point either, right? So I'm driving back. I'm going. Car stops. Now, mind you, I'm like, oh, what the fuck? Like, I bought a lemon. That's what I thought. So then I'm like, well, I'm going to walk. So I walk like 2 miles. I find a gas station. I buy some, because like the signals on the dashboard was like coolant or something. So I was like, all right, I'm gonna buy some coolant. Walk 2 miles back, put coolant in the car, doesn't work. Still doesn't start. So I'm like, all right, walk 2 miles back. I get to the gas station. I'm like, well, maybe it's the radiator, so I'll buy some radiator. I come back, walk back. I'm walking like shit. I got my steps in that day. So I come back to the car, don't have it. I walk back, I'm like, you know what? Maybe it's fucking gas. I have no idea, but the gas meter is at a quarter of a tank.
Okay.
So I'm like, all right, well, I walk back another 2 miles, and I get gas. This random guy, you know, who has like a tractor trailer with like the cars on the back.
Yeah.
You want to ride?
Sure.
Yeah, I did. I said sure. I jumped in the fucking car. When I get in the car, there's candy stains in the bottom of the car, right? So clearly there's other people that have been in this car.
Sure.
So I'm like, I made a mistake. But then I ride the car. He sure enough drives down, and I'm like, okay, there's grass. I can jump out this bitch.
Tumble.
Sure enough, we get to my car. He pulls over and lets me out. And I was like, I could have been raped. So then I get over. I put the gas in the car. Starts right up. Now, mind you, I burned through all my money at this point because
the back and forth.
Back and forth. Not only that, I just spent all this money on the car. Yeah. So now, like, I go back to the same gas station, put whatever I have left in the car. Now, mind you, I might be in Virginia or something. Like, I'm like halfway, but no one knows where I'm at. Still, finally get home at like 11 o'clock at night, and I finally get home. I charge my phone, my Kyocera, and was like, "Hey, babe, I'm home." And then at that point, the bombardment of text messages and voicemails come through like, where the fuck are you at and where have you been? And I was like, I got lost coming down. I made it was something where I needed to be at PG Plaza for Up Against the Wall. I don't know if it was Nas or Maya or somebody I was supposed to go and meet up with an event, and I did not go because I was stuck in fucking Virginia being almost potentially kidnapped by a truck driver.
By Large Marge from Pee Wee's Big Top.
Large Marge was about to get me. And with that, I will play one more time. That could have been my human trafficking song.
Yeah, you on the side of the road, busting popping on the headstand.
Yo, that could have been my human trafficking song, and I love it.
I mean, how long did you keep the car?
I kept it for like 2 years until it got stolen.
Oh.
And it's crazy, and that's another story. So my car was stolen from both my parents' house, my brother's job, which was the car dealership, and where I currently live, where we are right now. I parked it in the driveway. I blocked it with my other car. They drove through the grass and jumped the curb and left. And then when I gave the description, it was what I was wearing. So I pretty much described myself. I was like, it's a black man between 6 foot, 6'3", wearing jeans and a black shirt. And I looked at myself, I was like,
but it wasn't me.
It wasn't me. And like, the cop just looked at me like, okay, that's typically what we get. And I was like, but it like came to try to steal it, moved my car to block it. They came back and stole it again. My brother's job, they stole from his job, which is a car dealership. And my parents' house, it got stolen.
The same car?
Well, the same car twice, and then I bought another one, and then they sold that one as well. And that's why I gave up on the Caprice, because I got stolen 3 times within like 3 years.
That is crazy. I didn't know, like, that's what happened with those. People steal those cars.
Yeah, no, they was actively, I mean, especially since I live on a major thoroughfare, like, Bama's was like, getting
driving down the street like, ooh, wait a minute.
Oh, what's that? I want it. And they got it. And so, one guy, I got multiple stories. So, one of the times they stole it, they went to Landover, where's the Magic Johnson Theater? Largo Town Center.
Yeah.
Thank you. And they picked up a bitch, and she left her paycheck in the fucking car. So I went to the police thinking some CSI shit, right? I'm like, hey, I got a paycheck. Here's her name. Here's her social security. And here's her address. He said, quote, and what do you want me to do with it? We found your car. Nigga, what?
I want them arrested. I want them prosecuted.
Where's all the CSI, SVU? I was like, I want that. Like, why aren't you at her house? They did not show up to this woman's house. And then another time they stole it, they left all the windows down, fucked up the whole interior. And then another time they stole it, I don't think I ever found it again.
It's still out there.
It's still out there. Somebody's driving it. But the one time where they literally picked up bitches in my car. Because they picked the bitch up from work. She worked at Foot Action at Largo Town Center. They bought 6 black tees, and her paycheck was in the fucking car.
Yo, so this was back in the white tee days when you can get 6 for 20.
Yes, and they bought tees. They went to go get fresh, picked up a bitch, and drove her home in my car. And when I said it was like, hey, this bitch knows these dudes. It was like, and what he wants to do. Thank you, PG County. Fuck you.
Thank you, Officer Friendly.
Yeah. Fuck you and everything you about.